It is a grand fight to the finish for the Frank Worrell Trophy currently being held by England. West Indies are 1-0 ahead in the series and their batsmen ensured a draw in the last test at Barbados. It's a must-win for England at the Queen's Park Oval here at Trinidad. They have got back Matt Pryor in place of Tim Ambrose. Amjad Khan has replaced Ryan Sidebottom and Monty Panesar has strengthened the spinning department, replacing Ravi Bopara. West Indies had to leave out the injured Jerome Taylor and have got in Lionel Baker. Suleiman Ben has been surprisingly dropped and has been replaced by Lendl Simmons. The pitch will help the slower bowlers more. The grass has been shaved off the top in the last 24 hours. Though there are some green patches, it will help bowlers who can hit the seam. The Queen's Park Oval pitch is expected to deteriorate progressively. England skipper Andrew Strauss has won the toss and decided to bat first. A good decision on a pitch at Trinidad, which has given a result in each of the last 10 test matches. Here is the first ball of the final test. Commenting on the proceedings are Michael Atherton and Tony Cozier.
Off the mark right away. A little bit of swing, but no pace yet, just warming up for Edwards. So a single to Strauss to get him off the mark at just about 80 miles an hour, so well below his stop pace. There's Lionel Baker in his second test match from Montserrat. Played one test match in New Zealand in December and is back in the side here. Big day today for a local boy from Trinidad, Lendl Simmons. His test debut. Has played one-day internationals for the West Indies. This is his test debut. Wearing the West Indies cap. Presented to him before the start of play. Nephew of a former Trinidad and Tobago and West Indies player, Phil Simmons. Had a good season so far, got 282 against England in a warm-up match for West Indies A in St Kitts. He gets his cap from team manager and congratulations from his teammates. Similar shot and well timed. Long chase around for Powell on the long leg boundary, so they'll pick up a couple. It was line just a little bit straying down leg.
Disheartening first 4 deliveries, I'd say, for Fidel Edwards. Clearly no pace, not much bounce. He's just come off the back of a lot of hard toil in Barbados.
Ends the first over, 3 without loss. So a chance for Darren Powell, who might well have been omitted from the team had Taylor been fit. A lot of criticism of him, average of 47 in this series, paying 67 runs per wicket. Like the other bowlers, he's had difficult conditions in Antigua, Barbados. Here he is now. Chopped away, easy shot for Strauss, short and wide, and chopped away for 4. We saw that shot quite often in his hundreds in Antigua and Barbados, and he gets off the mark against Paul with his first 4.
I get the feeling that Darren Powell's confidence is quite fragile, given his performances in this series, the fact that he's constantly under pressure, the fact that he might have been left out of this game had Jerome Taylor been fit. So those confidence levels fragile. The start, therefore, very important for him. He needs to get a couple of good overs under his belt. He doesn't want to see the first ball of the game crash to the point boundary.
Not conducive to proper pitches. That's gone again, short and wide, and that'll be 4 more. So 4 off the first ball, 4 off the last. 11 without loss on the start from the West Indies point of view. Down the ground. Outfield relatively fast, but it would just be 2. Also Short, wide, he went after it. Not quite where he intended, but he went hard at it, and it flew over slip for a 4 off the last ball of the over. Short and wide, 18 without loss.
Third short wide delivery from Powell, offering left-hander width to play square on the offside. This one not put away in quite the same style as by Strauss, Powell's first over, but safe enough stroke.
Of course, here at the Queen's Park Oval, Queen's Park Cricket Club owns the ground, and one of the most famous, if not the most famous, member from Queen's Park, cricketing member Brian Lara, world record holder, 400 not out in Test cricket, one of the greatest batsmen the game has known. A pavilion named after him this morning, and he himself unveiling the name. Now the work here for the deep backward point, Chandigarh will get a couple off the last ball of the over, at the end of which it's 22 without loss.
That's a close call. Big ask, and yes, he's given it. First wicket for the West Indies.
Movement here, I think. Let's have a look here. And across him, maybe just leaving the batsman. As to Cook, he's gone for 12, it's 26 forward.
So Oesha in at number 3 for England. Wasn't a success in the last Test match in Barbados. He's looking to make amends here. His team certainly needs him to get a score. Having won the toss, decided to bat 26-1. Hoping for a good partnership here between Strauss and Shah. Two Middlesex men, of course, they know each other quite well. So Darren Powell, the man that has been under so much pressure and has been expensive even in this spell. 19 runs coming off his bowling so far. He's coming up to the end of his 4th over, but he has the wicket. 3 slips on a gully back in. Eight overs bowled, 26 for 1 England. That's 4. Very well timed.
That's one of the dangers when you try and swing the ball. You can occasionally see a volley. Gets you down, doesn't go. You get driven. Just like that.
Well, Fidel Edwards has not returned, Beefy. So it's Daniel Baker with the ball in his hands. No, he is back, but he isn't with the ball in his hands. Fidel Edwards is at square leg at the moment.
Batting in the Caribbean is for him.
Now in the top 10. Tied with Dennis Compton, knocking Hilbert Sutcliffe out of that top 10 group.
Not many games either, just 60 matches for Strauss, so he plays 100 or so, as you might imagine, and it's going to be well up that list, or even top of that list. He's got a terrific conversion rate. That's the thing for Strauss. 1700s, just 14 50s, I think it was on the caption we showed you earlier. And that's the key to him being on that list in so few games.
His dominance continues, and four signaled, looking to maintain a steady tempo throughout the day, Strauss.
And we've seen him play a few shots in the last couple of games you don't really associate with Strauss. This is one of them. We saw him hit a couple of sixes in Barbados very sweetly down the ground. He's really developing his game, expanding his game. 62 overs gone, 189 for 2.
Just of the opinion that this game comes down to first innings runs. They're just saying, well, we feel we can't bowl England out. Even with Ben in the first innings, you're always getting 500, 600. You're probably going to get 500, 600 here. So we're not going to play our frontline spinner. We're going to play the extra batsman. Whatever you get, we'll get. Dangerous policy.
Well, I think it's a dangerous policy, to be honest with you. I think it's very dangerous. England back today, 2/3 of tomorrow. Sun beating down. Already seen a few balls offering to turn. One went through the top. Oh dear, you could get caught here. That brings the 200 up. 100 for 2. Catch it! No shout to catch it. There's no one there.